today's episode, we are installing this snorkel set onto my brother-in-law's 2004 Tacoma. So, if you have bought a similar item to this, like this right here, you'll notice that this tube right here is a little bit short. And this tube right here is supposed to reach from here all the way to where the snorkel there is. Okay, so it's a little bit too short, and it just looks like it's not made right for the angle here, there, and the angle here. Okay, so rest assured it is. So let me tell you something here. It's working on this Tacoma is different from working on my truck. On this Tacoma here, in order for us to take the fender here out, there are little screws here that you have to remove. There's a screw right there that you have to remove, and there are certain screws down here that you have to remove. So it's not as easy as my Tundra. So you have to locate all the bolts, these little bolts right here, in order for it to come off. And of course there's a little bolt right here, 10mm bolt, that you have to take off. And so right now I've removed everything, but what I'm discovering is that this little valance right here, the bumper valance, I don't know if that's what it's called, it's blocking my ability to just pull this out, right? So I have to remove this first. And also this antenna right here there's a bolt that holds the antenna onto that little bracket right there, so I had to remove that. All right, and here's the thing. Let me remove this and I'll show you how it looks like. So what we're gonna do is, we have this template right here already. Okay, we're going to be cutting this thing out, this template out. Okay, and we're going to place it against this fender here. We're going to drill a hole here, and once that's done, we're going to be installing this little tube right here. I call it the halfway tube. It'll connect this to here, or what I discovered is that there's a tube in here. Okay, that travels from here. This little gamut goes all the way to here, and then this tube will go to here like that. And then the hole that I drill here, okay, the hole that I drill right here will be the hole that this thing goes into. So that's how it is. So we're gonna use a template on this mod, and we're almost there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this fender first, and I'll show you how it looks like inside. Okay folks, so I wiggled the fender loose. Okay, turns out this thing was holding it right here, and so this is like a little electrical plug that holds the harness onto the fender, and this is how the fender looks like. Okay, so I had to wiggle that loose. How I did that, I took this thing out here, take it out of the because that thing right here is held into place, and then this is the door holds it in like that. And so I had to open the door and pick this thing out, and then I wiggled the rest out. You'll have to figure that out, but here, this is a mock-up right here. This is how it looks like. But what I discovered is that this bracket right here that was supplied to me is wrong. You see here? See how that's wrong? So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to bend this back up. It should be a little bit more upright. So I'm going to bend it up so that it'll fit these holes right here correctly. So that's what I have to do. Oh, by the way, this thing right here, this thing holds the antenna. Okay, it goes right here, in like that. So to remove this, you have to screw this loose with a little plier, and that's what I have to do. You see right here, there's the antenna, the lines here. So this thing right here goes into here. You have to screw this out, the plier, and that's that. And don't forget the end of the antenna here. The bolts run to this little bracket right here. Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna have to use the template to drill a hole onto the fender there. Okay, I'll show you how it looks like. Alright guys, so what I have here is the fender right here, right? And so they provided me with this template right here. So I'm gonna have to rip out the template here and just follow the direction. This is the template right here. It says STT 170AT front. So these are the directions right here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to follow the directions. Hopefully the template works. And this says, remember this template is a guide only. Make sure the position of the hole before you drill. So that's a way to get the cop out. All right. So line up to the top fender. Okay, line up with top fender. Right here, and then right here. Line up with left fender. So this is how it's gonna look like. So I'm gonna go get some tape, and I'm gonna take this nicely. We're gonna start drilling holes here. We're gonna cut a hole here, and drill a hole here, drill a hole right here, and drill a hole right there. Okay, right back. All right, well, folks. So this is what we're doing. I've laid the template here. Follow the contour of the end of the fender here, and then follow the contour of the fender of the upper fender end here. Well, this thing is good here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch a hole here, punch a hole here, punch a hole here, punch a hole there, and then I'm going to use a hole saw to saw this hole right here. According to this, it's an 83mm hole saw. That's what it looks like. So I need to go get a hole saw that is that size to make a clean cut. And yeah, that's that. So we're gonna punch it. We're gonna use a punch to punch this. Okay. Punch here. Punch here. And punch here. Okay. Being that this is easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drill a hole here, here first, and then we're going to drill that hole. There it is. Boom, there it is. Yep, it goes in. Ho ho. Okay, this is all aligned. These little boogers are all aligned. Okay, so I've checked, and these holes, I don't know if you can see it. Yes, you can. These holes are aligned to these holes, and this thing is aligned to that thing. So we're good. We're gonna go put this on. So basically, this is how it's gonna go in. It's not, I haven't tightened this little thing here yet. The reason is because I need to adjust this like this. Okay. Once this is done, maybe I need to tighten this too to make it waterproof. But anyway, yeah, that's the thing here. And so you know what? I'm not comfortable with this. Maybe I need to put silicone around here so that it's waterproof, because no matter how big of a snorkel that goes up here, this part is too loose. Water's gonna get in here. That's loose. Yeah. There. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but nice. Okay, so let's go and put it on. and we shall see. Okay, folks, let's put this on.
Need to hold it?
No, it's alright. And so we're going to wiggle this in the way we wiggled it out. That's in. So now, close the door. Then we're going to see if the inside here fits. Okay. And let's see. Okay, guys. So apparently, this thing is blocking from this from going up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I'm going to save the weld here because this is pinched weld. So I'm going to cut here. I'm going to cut a line here, and I'm going to hit this thing so that this will go up. That way I can preserve the structural integrity of this pinch weld. All right, it's a spot weld, not pinch weld, but spot weld. So here I go. So I'll go and get the hammer right now. Hammer time.
You put your left and right, front and rear wall.
It looks all the same.
Now, this thing can go up a little bit higher. Like so. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do, we are going to be installing this again, mocking again. Wiggle. Stick in. This is great. It's in. All right. I'll show you guys how it looks like in here. Hey guys, so this is how it looks like underneath here. Okay, so this thing is going in the side really nicely. There's the bolts that I had right there, and there too. Okay, and of course I need to basically I need to tighten this, seal it. Oh, gotta tell you about this part right here. Okay, so this part right here, to prevent moisture from seeping in, what I did was I put silicone into here, and when it dries up, it should be good. So yeah, this is how it looks like in here, guys. So let me tighten these little boogers right here. Should go in really nicely. Okay guys, so it's on. I got the antenna back in. This is where the antenna mounts. Okay, I don't know if you can see that there. Okay, everything is tightened here as well as there. Okay, so this is great. It's coming along. So now what I'm doing is this thing goes in here like this, and this little thing right here, you can twist this thing in and it'll tighten the antenna in place. Once that's done, I'm just gonna bolt everything back in, and I'll show you how it looks like afterward. All right, guys, so I got the snorkel on, everything bolted in. So now this is the part that we have to contend with. So this bracket here, I was wondering how we're gonna install this bracket. And so as you can see here, if you align this up with the mounting spot here, you'll notice that they want you to bolt this thing on the outside of the A pillar here. And to me, that doesn't fly with me. The reason is because on rainy days, with pressure and wind and rain is going to be forced to go into these little holes, and to me, you're looking at a rust spot. So if you look at my truck over there, the way my truck is designed is that it had a pre-drilled area where I can make it go in here. Okay, so I'm gonna fabricate a plate where it goes from right on this mounting area here, it goes to right here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drill holes in here, okay, and I am gonna rivet them in. To me, that makes better sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, folks, so this is the original bracket. This is the new bracket. I made it out of 14 gauge steel, mild steel, so it's good. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go drill a hole over there, and I'm gonna prep, paint, and when it's ready, I'm gonna install. So you'll notice how this is bent. Should not have been bent, and this is not bent. So I like this style better. Okay guys, so here it is, another view here with a mock-up for the bolts. You see here, okay, and awesome. I'm gonna go paint this bracket black, and then we're gonna install and finalize. This is getting fun. Good. Okay, so what we're doing here is we are putting silicone in here, so that this thing goes in here and seals it. And we're putting a lot of silicone in here, and we're putting silicone in here. There. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we're gonna rivet this together, this in. This is a riveting job. Okay, and I'm gonna do this riveting job here too. There you go, solid. So now I need to tighten this on the other side, and we're good. Okay, so this is the owner. This is my bro-in-law. Yeah, he's christening his snorkel. All right. Okay, hi, hello. Only you would say that, honey. Okay, official. Woohoo! Huh? Pearl. 好，想他们。